I like big butts, I cannot lie. You are the brothers, can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung, wanna pull up tough. You'll notice that body stuff deep in the jeans she's wearing. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Ooh, babe, I wanna get with you and take your pretty picture. My homeboys tried to warn me, but that butt she got makes me so horny. Ooh, rumple smooth skin. You say you wanna get in my bins, well, use me, you ain't the average groupie. I seen 'em dancing, to hell with romance, and she's wet, wet, got it on like a turbo vet. I'm tired of magazines saying flat butts are the thing. You take the average black man and ask him that. She gotta pack much back, so fellas, does your girlfriend got the butt? Tell her to shake it, shake it. Shake that healthy butt. Baby got back. Baby got back. Oh. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Okay. It's way more fun when we've got kids over here. Don't look at the mess. It's way more fun when we have kids over here, because then we can open up with the kids arting, and you don't have to stare at my table as I'm trying to sort things out. But holidays are over. New year, new me, right? Well, not so much. Hey, I want to talk a little bit about tonight about naked people and art. And I'll tell you, I had a great luncheon today. I went with the Mensa group for lunch, the Houston area Mensa group for lunch. We had a great conversation. It was hilarious. I'm going to tell you about it as we go along, and I think you'll enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. But I kind of want to art about it, naked people in history. So that's what we're going to art journal about. So with that, last time on the Artistic Biker, shoot, the last time we had a show, how long ago was it? We did Hide the Turkey, which was the Thursday before Thanksgiving, and then there was Thanksgiving, and then there was nothing, and then we did a show, and then the next week I was in Midland, Texas. No, the next week I was sick, then the next week I was in Midland, Texas, and then the next week was Christmas, and then New Year's and family time and all that crap. And I'm so glad the holidays are over. I mean, the holidays are fun and stuff, but wow, they really disrupt your schedule. I mean, it's really hard. And the worst part about it is because of all the bouncing around, I got out of the habit of waking up in the morning and doing some gestures and then drawing faces at night. I got out of the habit of doing it, and then the next thing you know, it's a month and I haven't picked up a pencil. And then when I do pick up a pencil, I'm just sitting there looking at the pencil going, hello, pencil. And I have no idea what I even want to do with the pencil, because all I seem to want to do with the pencil is draw pinups. I don't want to practice. I don't want to practice. I don't want to do all this other stuff. I want to draw naked people. So anyway, I am glad that all of that is over, and we can get back to some kind of schedule. I hope everybody had a tremendous holiday season. Chris Mahana Kwan Saturnalia this tide. I hope everybody had a tremendous Chris Mahana Kwan Saturnalia this tide. But since then, let's turn the page and get started. Is it Thursday? It is Thursday, right? It's been so long since I've done a show. It's hard. It's hard, especially once you get out of the habit. It is hard to try. It's so easy to fall out of the habit. You get in the habit of drawing every day, and you're so proud. Look, I'm drawing every day. I'm painting every day. I'm doing something every day, every day, every day. And then all of a sudden you're not. Then what do? I mean, it just messes you up. Sorry, I'm focused on making sure that that's kind of brown. I mean, it's not. It's like it's got kind of a cream tint to it now. Oh well, it's not going to affect us. That don't confront me now. As long as I get my money on Friday. Alright, let's add some lubricant to the paper. Can you hear them barking dogs? That kid left that door open. My wife and kids are going to a Cub Scout event where they're helping set up something for the Cub Scouts. And they left me here with the barking dogs. Barking dogs may not survive. I know that's sad. I'm not going to hurt the barking dogs. I'm going to swear to God they died, though. I don't know what happened. That little dog is the craziest thing. Dog's about the size of a, what, a kitten? This little thing, the little yippy dog that's in there. I was so shocked to see her jump over the 8-foot privacy fence in the backyard. It's crazy. I didn't think she could jump that high. She sure enough did it. Right in traffic. Alright, let me dry this real quick. Uh-oh. What's happened? Sabotage! There's somebody in the chat room, either my chat's broken or I'm all alone because it's been so long since I've done a show. That's all. I can't even think of a good joke right now. There's the kids. I thought y'all were leaving. I thought I was here all by myself.
Really, pull my hand.
Where's she going? What are you doing? It's too cool. Hi, Kia. Kia Gillian's lurking as she paints. I don't feel so alone now. Nico Santiago La Fontaine.
Going on the floor.
Okay. Put it someplace where it won't get hurt. Yep.
Good.
You gonna set her up to art with it?
Well, I put that.
Cool.
Yeah. See you on the floor.
Hey, Pamela. That wasn't alone. They were just lurking. Where are you going? Oh, okay. We're going to get sketchbook. Because watching paint dry is so very exciting. That microphone still does not work. And it's not the I know it's not the microphone. I know that it is the USB port up top. I know you guys don't like when I go all techie on you, but the USB port has gone out up top. That microphone and that camera that I want to use, but I cannot use because it doesn't show up, have quit working on me. And it messes me up. But because I had intended to call my mother and harass her and let her run production for us, but she can't be bothered. Don't look now, but the ghost of bees past is lurking behind you. Oh yeah, right? I've scrubbed that bee out. Me and that bee are not on talking terms. She's talking about that bee there. We're not on speaking terms.
Wait, what?
That bee.
Oh, I thought you were pointing at me. I was like, what did I do?
You're not a bee.
Wait, where is she supposed to sit?
Where?
Do you want her close to you or far away?
Wherever you want to be, you put her in the other spot. Wherever you want to be, put her in the other spot.
Okay. Put a little like squiggle here so I don't hit my phone.
Quack, quack.
Oh. How are you gonna be so mean?
What was I doing? I was going to Figurosity. That's what I was doing.
You're talking about bees.
No, I'm not talking about bees. She's talking about bees. She says, don't look now. But the panel is in the chat room. She says, don't look now, but the ghost of bees past is lurking behind you.
She's stealing one of these drawing pads, okay?
Okay. She can't watercolor on that. Normally I just give them a piece of this paper.
Okay, then do that.
That way she can use it. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt you.
Hey, you're perfectly safe.
Don't hurt all of us.
You're safe. My arm was in the way. You're fine.
You say I'm safe.
This one's
Trust me.
This is my paper.
Yep. That's your paper.
Okay, where's my paintbrush?
Where's your paintbrush? Right there's your paintbrush.
Okay, wait, no, boy.
There's girl
Got
2.
paint.
There's Unique with Chantel LaFontaine. Your spot's pretty crowded there. Auntie girl 2 didn't.
What are these plates here for?
That's where my watercolors are. Didn't clear out your spot very well. There we go.
No, where's my
She's gonna need a cup of water.
This is broken.
Yeah. Don't break it. Don't hurt yourself.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
Can she use your water?
Yeah. Okay. But she can't reach it. Now get her a cup of water. She can't reach this.
I know. You got
You-
little baby arms.
You can't reach it.
Yes, I can.
You won't be able to see your brush, baby. What am I doing? I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Okay, where am I? I'm over here. I thought I'd start with some. You're right there.
Excuse me, dear cat.
I thought I'd start with some gestures. So I'm just gonna do a few quick gestures. hang on. I've got this set for 60 seconds, and I want to do it. Quick poses. I'm using Figurosity. Let me show you this real quick. I know I've showed you this before, but I love Figurosity. Figurosity is awesome. He offered to sponsor me, but the truth of the matter is I couldn't justify it because there's no ROI here. But Figurosity, it's Figurosity.com. I'll let you see how to spell it. Figurosity.com, and you can do. Let's see. I'll do it in smooth. You can pick dressed, nude, muscular, or smooth. I'm going to go with smooth. And I'm going to set the pose time for 30 seconds. And I'm going to uncheck nude. And then I'm going to click go, and I'll show you. It gives you a figure to draw. And I've got 30 seconds to sketch that in. And so I'm just going to do gestures for a few seconds here.
Mix all the colors up. There, I did all the colors, see?
Forgive me, I started a little awkward there, so.
to get him dressed and get out the door. And he's taking forever, and you can hear him upstairs.
Are you painting?
No, I'm just drawing. They're worried about you dipping your brush in my water.
Why?
I don't know, because you're right there. So, okay, today I was at the Mensa meeting, and we were talking about how we were talking about art. We were talking about art through the ages and how prudish several of the sites have become.
It's your sister.
Yeah.
Go shut that door,
Oof, okay.
please.
Okay.
Wait, I gotta hug her. I love you.
Anyway, I love you too, baby. We were talking about how prudish some of the sites have become on their allowing of nudity, and how things like it's things like we thought that as civilization progressed, that things would become just a little more lax about natural things like the human figure, but it turns out that it's just the opposite. You've got sites like Tumblr now saying that you can't show art with nudity. Can't show art with nudity. They censored Rubens. I mean, they censored Rubens. And I'm sitting here, during our conversation today, we were all joking because the real funny thing is that the whole reason there is an internet is because of nudity. You know, through the whole history of art, through the whole history of technology has been advanced because of nudity.
I got a donut.
I cut you a donut.
I'm not paying much attention to these things. You're gonna have to forgive me. I'm kind of can't talk arting, but I've got a lot I want to say on the matter. I just have to get past these 30-second renderings.
Knowing green.
It's hard for me to focus on what I'm drawing and focus on what I want to tell you guys.
Oh, there's green.
Anyway, that's about all I'm going to do with that. Just get a few gestures on it. The whole idea of a gesture is just to get a quick shape of what the model is doing. Just a quick shape, and then we can come back. I've got. Let's see, there's that one. That'll work.
I hear Mom yelling.
Is she yelling?
Yeah, she's yelling for a little child.
Oh my goodness, the little child's out here with us.
Okay, the other little child. He's little to me, okay?
Your brother?
You.
Ew.
Ooh. Why you gotta say it like that?
Your sister?
Oh, my sister? Oh, I was gonna say my sister's not you little older than me. I was like,
This doesn't have enough ink in it.
oh, well, you bought more ink.
I did buy more ink. I had to buy more ink. My ink spilled off my nightstand.
What'd you do that for?
I don't know, but when it spilled, the lid broke.
Oh,
And the ink went everywhere. It's a good thing it was water-based.
Yeah, or your phone would be stained. Don't touch me, and please don't put water on my sketchbook. Please, this is just a sketchbook. Child!
There we go. There we go. Now we can get some shading on it. Okay, you guys.
We're okay.
No, you need to calm down. We can't be out here bouncing around making me spill my coffee, because that's party foul.
We don't want to die. Okay?
Right? There's no spilling of the coffee. So anyway, the discussion was around the discussion was around the fact that the whole technology exists because of nudity, because of and it was funny because we started talking about nudity throughout the ages, and we started talking about, you know, for VCRs. You wouldn't even have VCRs. Why is that still not working? You wouldn't even have VCRs if it wasn't for the X-rated industry people wanting to see naked people on their television. You wouldn't have DVD players if it wasn't for people. You wouldn't have VCRs if it wasn't for people wanting to be able to record naked people at home. It's not just wanting to see naked people at home. They wanted to record it. And then DVD players, because they couldn't get good enough quality on VCRs. All that technology came about, got made cheaply because of the X-rated industry, naked people. And we're sitting here going, oh no, we can't have naked people on the internet. Can't have naked people on Facebook. When you draw a woman on Facebook, you have to make sure that she has male nipples, because you can't draw female nipples on Facebook. It's against the rules. It's against the rules. Yeah, man, now it's too much.
We're all against the rules. Oh my goodness, person's here. I'm proud.
Yeah, we'll make this work.
Proud artist.
Proud Mary, keep on going.
Hello.
Rolling.
Hello.
I don't know which person you are, but hello. Hi. Come hither.
What's going on?
Small bean.
Mommy. Mommy.
Hey, little girl.
Scratch. Can I have a donut?
No, it's mine. You can try.
Did you grab another one?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Little bites.
I'll try.
I kept adding ink to it, adding ink to it, and adding ink to it. Now it's too dark.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
It's good.
Try a tiny little bite.
Nope.
I'll give you a donut.
You don't like donuts?
I do.
Snap.
Try this.
Whatever you're trying to poison me with.
Yes.
Is it got broccoli in it?
Yes.
Yes.
You know I don't trust you.
Can you give it back?
No.
Excuse me, young lady. I think you should learn to keep your hands to yourself.
This is why you don't trust me
I
with
know,
things.
I was trying
Why
to-
did you do that?
I was trying to hold it and then
Ambrosia! Thank you.
Aww.
She had to go to work.
What is that? Banana, strawberry,
I know it's strawberry something.
smoothie.
Fuzzies, aren't you?
Let me dry this real
I know
quick.
it's got some white chocolate in it.
White chocolate. Maybe. Pamela says maybe my drawing should identify as male. I just tell him I only draw male nipples. So it started with talking about how this show started, the Artistic Biker started in small town Oklahoma, and how in small town Oklahoma, if you told people you were going to go draw naked people, they'd get all kind of weird on you. What? You gonna go draw naked people? You some kind of them pervert things? But in Houston,
They're like, oh yeah, we got plenty of groups like that.
you tell people you're going to go draw naked people, and they're like, oh yeah, have you been to the figure drawing site over here, and over here, and over here? And they all know where they are, and they can tell you, and they've all been. And I mean, not everybody, obviously, but there's a whole lot larger group of people. I just think it's funny that people act like it's such a strange idea to draw naked people, to draw pinups, to draw people behaving that way. They act like it's such a huge thing when it's, I mean, it's been done throughout the ages. You look at yeah, how dare you genderify my drawings? You look at photography, you know, we already talked about how VCRs and stuff wouldn't be in existence today. DVD players wouldn't be in existence today. The internet itself probably wouldn't be in existence today if it weren't for the X-rated industry. But let's go further back than that. Some of the very first photographs ever taken. Some of the very first photographs ever taken were of naked women.
For art reasons.
Art. Don't act like it's not art.
I know it is, but like.
But some of the very first photographs ever taken were taken of naked women. But go further back than that. You can go further back than that. You can look at the masters. You can look at the watercolors. You can look at the oil paintings of the masters. You know, look at the Renaissance period. I want you to think hard about the last time. If you're a woman, think about the last time this happened to you, and if you're a man, think about the last time you saw it happen to a woman. A woman is sitting there in a chair reading a book, and her breast falls out. When was the last time that happened to you? When was the last time you saw it happen to anybody? But you look at the paintings from the...
That's natural.
You look at the paintings from the 16th and 17th century, and there's a woman sitting there reading a book, Riverside, with her breast hanging out. Like it just happens all the time.
Oh yeah, all the time.
There's one of my favorite paintings of all time, but it doesn't make any sense. It's just a very well done painting. You know, I love Rubens, but that I forget who it was. I think it's Rembrandt. But one of my favorite paintings of all times. The woman, and this is crazy. The woman is holding stuff like bread and stuff in one arm, or might even be a baby, and in the other arm, because I'm on the spot and I can't remember that well. And she's reaching up into a cabinet, so everything should be stretched up, right? Why would her breast fall out of her shirt while she's reaching up
the shirt's tight.
to do something? But all the skin and muscles are tight, but her breast fell out of her shirt. It doesn't make any sense.
Grandpa, it's a cartoon.
It's a painting. It's a classical painting.
Grandpa,
What, little girl?
can you dry this?
Yes.
Okay.
But Pamela says it happened to her just this morning. You know what?
Oh, well then shoot.
Actually, it happens to me quite frequently too.
That's why you were so powerful.
What are you working on over there? Doing a little manga. And then we're drying Nick Chantiel's painting. Okay. I've obviously never been an older woman. You know, I've never been a younger woman either. I don't remember being a younger woman. But let's go further back than that. Look at the cave paintings. All the cave paintings have women, big-breasted, big-bottomed, naked women. Speak of the devil.
Wow!
I love you.
Big-breasted, big-bottomed women.
I like big. I like big butts. I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in, wait.
Bring back food.
Wait. Look at her. I love her.
See
The mama?
No, you.
No,
I'm not.
Now look at her. I love her.
Just looking at my butt.
Look at it. All we can see is your breath. Maybe that's why they fall out all the time. So you're going scouting?
Oh no, we missed that.
What are you doing now?
I have to figure out what to do for dinner so everybody else has.
Why? I thought you were going to make tacos.
We have to be there at 7. It's 25 minutes to go. What do you know? Telephone phone. No.
Cave paintings had naked women in them. They didn't bother covering up nipples.
Well, why would they? They didn't feel ashamed.
Right? Why should they feel ashamed?
Now we feel ashamed.
I don't feel ashamed. I'll show my nipples. That's why when I draw and paint women, I always draw and paint male nipples on them, because female nipples are obscene and disgusting, and male nipples are family friendly and wholesome. Seriously, have you ever looked at Facebook's terms and conditions? Have you ever looked at Facebook's terms and conditions? Tumblr just changed their policy too to do the same thing. Their terms and conditions say that you can't show female nipples, but male nipples are fine. But you can't show female nipples
Confusion?
because female nipples are obscene and nasty.
Next.
I like female nipples.
Of course you do. What is that?
That is an earthen mother.
Okay.
This is one of the most ancient sculptures, man-made sculptures ever found. You're really not supposed to talk about it. It was supposed to be a surprise.
I'm sorry that I am a curious child. I was curious about what that is.
I understand. I raised you to be that way. It's entirely my fault.
Yes, it is. I blame you.
You should.
I blame you for my sarcasticness.
What? Sarcasm? In our
That's a
family?
thing? Ooh.
I can't believe you would have sarcasm in our family.
Not in this Christian.
That's just crazy talk.
Not in this family household.
Right? Crazy talk.
Oof. I guess she's gonna have a green hoodie day.
Who's going to have a green hoodie?
This little person.
This little person.
This little chibi.
Oh, I don't... What's a chibi?
You've drawn a chibi before.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the midget, smaller, cuter, big head, teeny tiny body of a person.
Gotcha.
More cartoon than anything else.
Gotcha. Male nipple. That's a male nipple. Don't get confused. I'm not going to get too technical there.
I'm so proud of this stupid little drawing.
Alright. I think that's got everything. Oh, what happened? Look at my cap. You ever had your cap do that?
Do what?
To come apart.
Yes, I have.
I didn't even know that was possible. How do you make it stay back in there?
You don't.
I'm going to have to figure it out somehow.
You don't.
There we go. I like to think. I can't even tell if they gave her a face. If they gave her a mouth, it's like that big. So okay, and then you go to Egypt. Go to the pyramids in Egypt.
With their shirts that don't do anything.
And
They wore shorts.
the clothes that they wore were sheer. Because it's hot. Africa hot. But the drawings still don't show any Well, I guess they do. There's hieroglyphs that show nudity. And they drew stuff in rooms you can't even get into. Almost as though they were drawing rooms for people that were smaller and maybe as aliens. And so at the Mensa deal today, when we started talking about that, the conversation went to aliens. I mean, they were just, ow.
We went on a rant about aliens, and everybody was like, "No, there's no such thing." I'm like, "Well, that's an awful waste of space."
Right? That's straight out of contact. It's an awful waste of space.
It's also a play on words.
What? Play on words.
Confusion.
Did we do that?
There's a drill, and if I'm glad I'm wearing shoes, why is the drill poking out? You're trying to kill me.
Well, that was when we made the book.
You use a drill to make a book?
I've been looking all over for that drill, actually.
Well, here.
Had no idea where it went off to. Yeah, I've been looking all over for that thing.
Oof, it's not very light.
So okay, so we start, because it's Mensa and they talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. We started talking about aliens. We started talking
That
about.
just sounds like fun. When
It is
can I
fun.
join?
You can join when you're 14.
So in a year. Let's
In
go.
a year. That's right. We started talking about aliens. They started talking about. We started talking about architecture through the ages first. That was the first thing. That's where it went first, because we were talking about how civilizations were lost. You know, we were talking about how the prudishness, and how we thought that the prudishness, we'd evolved past the prudishness, and then something would happen, and all of a sudden we're all prudes again. And then we would evolve past the prudishness, and then something would happen, and we're all prudes again. And it's like every 3,000 years or so, civilization just starts over. And that's when we started talking about aliens. Had to be aliens.
How off topic do you get?
Oh! One of the things I love about Mensa,
Is how off topic.
I tell you what, you can be talking about physics, you can talk about the planets, you can make fart jokes.
And no one will judge you.
No, the conversations go all kinds of different ways.
Sad. This sounds like fun.
It's great fun. I love it.
Why do you keep rubbing it in my face?
I've rubbed nothing in your face. I'm way over here.
You're just like.
Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do do do.
Baby cock do 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 do.
Kia, what are you already going? Kia was in the chat room earlier saying she was arting along. I'm curious what she's arting on.
Me?
Kia.
Oh.
You know what we should do? We should stop and do what's on your easel.
Oh. Okay.
That's what we should do. Sounds like any Saturday night at the French residence. I think I am. I'm going to stop for a second. We're going to set this aside and let's do what's on your easel. So let's see. Let's see if my email even works. My email app has been messing up. But I know I have a couple of easel submissions from Pamela. Here's January 3rd. I think there was one earlier than that. Here's December 21st. Back from the Chris Mahana Quonset or Nails This Tide. So here's Pamela. Sent from my phone. Oh, this is your granddaughter and that puppy going out for the... Look at that. That's acrylic, isn't it, Pamela? Look at that big hat. Anyway, she's going out to ride her horses. Nice. Nice job. And let's see. And then that was December 21st. That's how long it's been. That was the last time we were actually going to have a show. And then
Yeah, because I intervened.
this is, oh, that's right, because you had a, that's the reason we missed the first one, because you had a concert. So we broadcast from the concert. Here are some butterflies. Pamela sends some butterflies. Look at those. Those look like they could fly off the page. Let me get in real close. I want you to see the detail on that. Well, if it'll focus. Those look like they could fly off the page. Is that collage or is that paint? Did you do that drop shadow or is that collage? And then this is, wait, hang on. She said something there. It might have. Newest card art, watercolor. Oh, it's cut out. That's why it looks like a great drop shadow. Watercolor cut out and applied to a black greeting card. And then Christmas card with watercolor stamping, aging, and some cutouts. And she sent this January 3rd. Ooh, watercolor, aging, and some cutouts. Somebody put a lot of effort into making that card, Pamela. Yeah. Nice. So she says the butterfly one was a black greeting card. It's a black greeting card with watercolor cut out and pasted on. That's why the drop shadows look so good. Because Pamela might be able to do drop shadows that good. I know I don't typically do drop shadows that well. Because seriously, those things look like they could have flown off the page, off my phone. I don't really have any art I can show you. The art that I have been working on is not family friendly, so I can't really show that. I don't even have any family friendly pinups that I can show. Do you have anything you want to show, little girl? Here, I'll cut to you.
So is
You
it
have your own,
wrong?
yeah, you have your own camera.
Drew my little character.
So you're gonna have to speak up.
I drew my little character and then I colored her in, and I was testing out color combinations for hair. And I'm working on coloring this one.
Wow, what is that?
It's my little character gummy bear. There's a series that I drew with one of my friends, and they're all named after different candies.
Named after different candies?
And then we've got like cotton candy, lollipop, licorice, gummy bear, and sweetheart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nobody likes licorice.
I know.
Is that why you named her Licorice?
It's a guy.
Okay. Is that why you named him Licorice?
More or less.
Because nobody likes him.
No, that's not true. People like Twizzlers. Twizzlers are licorice.
Twizzlers not licorice.
People say it is.
I promise you, you buy something that's licorice flavored,
I don't
and
like
it's not going to be Twizzlers.
It's from black licorice.
All right. So that's what was on my easel. That's what was on your easel. If you would like to be a part of what's on your easel, simply send an email to blade@artisticbiker.com with the subject line easel, and we will use your works to inspire other people, because that's what this is all about. as much fun as we're having here, the whole point of doing this in front of you is to inspire you to do it, because I promise you, if I can do it, you can. So, that said, this is not quite dry. I'm going to dry this just a little bit. We'll take a little break, and we'll be right back. You know, we don't really go anywhere. That's just something we say for the YouTube. They said, nice job, girl, too. Look at her erasing her lines.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. They don't want to watch my paint dry. They want to see what you're doing. I feel like I just want to pick that one up right there. Those two. That's good enough. Alright. Have to make sure and set the paint aside so that it doesn't dry up with the hairdryer. Alright, let's see how I want to do this now. Let's see if it'll work. I had this idea in my mind of how I wanted to do this. I don't know if it's going to work. So let's just try it and see.
Oh, look, it's Mom's favorite thing.
A sun with sunglasses?
Yeah. Good fun.
It's always fun. Well, I was kind of hoping that would brown up a little bit. You guys can't even see what I'm doing.
You're still on me.
I used to have a producer that would tell me what camera I was using. It was cool.
I thought you knew.
You know, sometimes I'm just not that bright.
Dad.
What? Try and dry brush that on. It's actually doing exactly what not exactly what I wanted to do, but kind of what I wanted it to do. I guess it's working out as well as almost as well as I expected. Hey, they said they really liked the heart.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Okay, now I need to... Why are you laughing?
You just keep saying okay in a different way.
Okay, okay. I don't want to use too much black, so I'm going to add a little red to it. I should probably mix it in with the blue and make it indigo, but I think the black, I'm pretty sure we've experimented with this before, and the black is a blue-black anyway, which means it'll mix as an indigo regardless. Test your paints. Play with your paints. Yeah, see, I don't know if you can see or not. It's got there's a little bit of blue. Either there's blue in the red or there's blue in the black. But either way you go, it turned into more of an indigo. I like using this big brush so that when I get down to the detail brush,
You don't have to do so much work.
well, it'll just be, I don't know how to make that make sense. Let me think about how I want to say that. Maybe I'll start again. The big brush lets you get really creative. Once you move to the small brush, you start focusing in on the micro art. But the big brush lets you get really creative. That's my experience. Let you make it up as you go along, if you will. What kind of sharpener?
I found one
Borrow my knife? Where's your knife?
upstairs.
What, you don't have your knife on you?
I can't bring it to school.
It's Texas. They issue you a knife at the front door.
You wish. You know how many knife fights there would be?
They issue you knives at birth. It's Texas.
There would be so many knife fights.
The elementary school starts their day off by shooting their pistols in the air and singing "The Eyes of Texas Are Upon Us."
Sounds so much more fun than how it really is. It's boring.
Is it boring?
In the mornings?
Is it though?
No. It's not boring because I get to sit by my friend. But it is boring because I don't like the teacher.
Oh, you don't like your teacher?
You know these. Don't like my advisory teacher.
You're not supposed to say that out loud.
Well,
What if she's watching?
Yeah, it's not that I don't like her. It's just I was right and she said I was wrong, and then the AP came and I was the one that was right, and I was very proud. Very proud.
You didn't answer my question. What do you do if she's watching?
I skip class.
Huh?
Skip class. I'm sick. Cough, cough. Tomorrow's Friday. Cough, cough. Cough. Sneeze. Cough.
I kind of have to watch how I'm doing this on the television. Kind of like on the screen, rather. It's kind of like your digital art pad that you got for
My tablet?
for Christmas, because there's a glare right here that makes it really hard to see what's going on. Deep in the heart of Texas.
No. Sorry I sang it. I only know it because of SeaWorld.
Oh, I miss SeaWorld. SeaWorld won't ever be the same now that there's no whales.
They didn't all die.
No, but they're not doing whale shows anymore.
They're not. Then what are the whales doing? Sitting around in the
Just
machine?
sitting around getting fat, doing whale stuff.
Ooh, can I be a whale? No? Haha! What was that? Oh, snap.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know what color her eyes should be.
What color's your hair?
Red and orange.
Green. She needs green eyes.
But she's lollipop based.
I don't care. If she's got red hair, she needs green eyes.
But all my characters that have red hair have green eyes.
That's the way the world should work.
But it's not. Tough luck.
Red hair, green eyes.
Red hair, blue eyes.
No.
It's just as pretty.
Okay, but it's not.
Blonde and blue eyes. Green and blue eyes. It doesn't matter.
Green, blue eyes. Blonde-eyed people can have whatever color hair you want to give them, but gingers ought to have green eyes. What?
Well, this is just your fantasy. Never mind then.
What? Wait, what?
Alright, so I'll be purple because she's anime. And I can do whatever color
Right.
I want.
Right, that's exactly right.
Cartoon. I can do whatever I want. Shoot, this one girl in anime was born with bright neon pink hair.
Yeah.
I was like, oh snap. Another dude was born with different colored streaks in his hair. His hair was originally black, but it had blue in it, and I was like, confusion? It's whatever color it wants to be.
You know what? I think I'm going to switch to a smaller brush now.
Oh, snap. Is this brush smaller?
No, that's your brush.
Good, because I don't use it.
So once we started talking about aliens, the conversation really took a crazy spin. I mean, seriously. Remember we were talking about the Mensa thing?
Yeah, I remember.
Let me dry this real quick.
Last time!
Pamela says, my red-haired granddaughter has one blue and one golden eye. That's pretty cool.
Wait, what?
I don't know what you're saying.
Nothing. I want this beautiful.
A blue eye and a gold eye?
Yes, it's beautiful.
I think you've inspired her, Pamela. Look at her. She's blushing. She's excited. You see how red her face is?
Leave me alone.
The telephone industry advanced because people wanted to reach out and touch someone. All of it. All advancements in technology are because of naked people.
Sounds good.
I guess what kicked this off for me was I had decided to start doing more provocative art. But I didn't want my provocative art to get conflated with my already established stuff, the stuff that I knew people were already enjoying. And so I was going to set up a new profile. I was going to do it on Tumblr. I was going to set up a new profile, and I was going to kind of do it on the down low. And then Tumblr changed its policies to not show any nudity. I'm like, Tumblr's whole purpose initially was for people to be able to talk about and show nudity. That was what they advertised for. It's where all the artists went to show. You can't even show it on DeviantArt anymore. Goodness. Nobody's judging you, baby.
Everyone just glares. I'm judging.
Anyway, so once we started talking about aliens at the meeting today, you know, we were talking about space exploration. That's what I was laughing at earlier. How the conversations go from physics to
If you could explore space.
If you could explore space, to whether or not Pluto should still be a planet,
I think it should.
to fart jokes.
Pluto has feelings too.
Pluto has a heart-shaped lake on it that is full of poison. That is full of poisonous liquid.
That is now my favorite lake.
Do you know why its heart's full of poison?
Because it wasn't a planet anymore.
Because NASA kept making it a planet and unmaking it a planet and kept breaking its heart.
This poor baby. Poor baby planet. It's okay, you'll always be a planet in my eyes. I almost got a button that said that. I was gonna wear that proudly and be like, this is true, guys. Pluto's a planet. They were supposed to make him a planet again, and I was so excited.
They did.
Yeah, but is it right now?
Yeah.
Currently, right now, it's a planet.
Currently, right now, it's a planet.
Thank you.
This is pretty. I like this. I did it. Ta-da.
Oh, you know what?
I'm sorry, I can't talk. All right. I like the way that turned out. Pamela says she just emailed us a pic so that we can look at her granddaughter's eyes. I don't know that I'll get it. Because like I said, my app is messing up. But when it comes in, I'll show it to her. But then we start talking about black holes, space travel. There was an article in the news today about space travel with black holes may not be that far off. May actually be possible. You know, it was always a thing of science fiction to have black holes power travel, but everybody said, well, you get crushed in a black hole, and now they think that with the large black holes you can just skirt along the edge, like the black hole at the center of the Milky Way galaxy is large enough that you can skirt along the edge. Oh, and here's the funky thing about it. While they're looking at black holes and while they're measuring all the light frequencies and everything coming out of the black holes, they found frequent radio bursts. So like patterns coming from space. So like it's like
That one was wrong.
but then it stops. And then it comes from somewhere else.
Aliens!
And then, yeah.
Aliens!
Obviously, there's people that's going to say that that's what it is. It's got to be aliens.
Aliens talking!
There's going to be people that say that's what it is. But we've got this one guy, George. He's a
NASCAR driver.
you know, honestly, I thought he was a retired engineer, but honestly, now that I started to say what he was, I can't remember for sure what he was. But he then went on to talk about how yeah, that if alien technology, if alien civilizations really wanted to test for intelligent life, they would bury messages in photons, because by the time you can discern a message from photons, your civilization ought to be fairly advanced. And he's making a lot of sense, and we were joking about what the message what our response, once we figured out that they were trying to talk to us, what our response would be, it would be
something dumb like,
what are you wearing?
Sup, bro?
What are you wearing? It would be something, because we're human, because of our history, it would be something tied back to naked people. Because I'm a man, and I want to see something naked. I want a beer, and I want to see something naked. That's a Jeff Foxworthy skit. I don't think she's ever seen Jeff Foxworthy. She probably has no idea who Jeff Foxworthy is.
Nope.
That's bad parenting. I have to remedy that. Alright. I think I don't know how much stippling I want to put on here, because pointillism and stippling are not something I am known to have patience for.
What, Dad?
What?
What, Dad?
What's what?
Stippling.
Pointillism or stippling?
Both.
Okay, stippling is when you take your pen and you tap it to do shading.
Oh no, I don't have that much time or that much patience.
Right. And pointillism is when you do the whole painting in dots, like Seurat.
Oh, okay.
Remember your mom's lesson on Seurat?
Yes, I
Seurat
do.
knew a lot about dots.
Yes, I do. Brings 4th grade art lessons back to memory. Oh, I remember this, and I remember this artist did this, and didn't this one die? Yes, they all died, sweetie. Thank you. That was me. I would always be like, they died. On this day.
But yeah, pointillism and stippling are beyond my level of patience. As I sit here and stipple. I'm done. I'm calling that done. I'm going to write something about it. I'm going to call it done. Alright, what should we say? Nudity has always been a part of art. First art was nude art. I'll draw you naked.
Draw me like one of your French guys.
Draw me like one of your friends. Oh, hey.
Draw me like one of your French guys. You want to add that? Did you just paint the necklace on him? You did! You just painted the necklace! I'm dead. I'm dead. All I saw was you tap blue and put it on the painting. I was like, you did. Why, Dad? Why?
Because you said, draw me like one of your French girls.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
Huh?
I'm sorry I brought it up. Defacing of art is unacceptable.
Nobody can even see what that is.
I know. did it. I is proud.
Ta-da!
Form and function, the basics of the human figure. Yeah, and that, you know, we talked about that today too, because one of the guys is a lawyer, and he asked, he said, you know, it seems like everybody wants you to draw a human figure naked, and he says, you know, I don't really understand that, and I pointed out to him, I said, because if you can, it trains you to draw what you see, because it's hard to figure out. Foreshadowing is hard to figure out, but it keeps your attention because everybody likes to look at naked people. We had we were laughing pretty hard today. I don't think I put enough paint on the paper.
I'm king.
Can't talk, Harding. I did not put enough paint on my paper.
Not enough paint on your paper.
Can you believe that? Normally I just glob so much out there that I have to throw all of it away. I don't ever run out.
Proud of you.
There we go. Alright. Let me dry it. I'm almost done. We're almost finished.
Are you though? Are you really?
Oh no, I could sit here and mess with this for ages. I didn't even use my brush pen. You gotta show them now.
Did it!
One blue and one gold eye. One blue and one gold eye. Where's my brush pen? Let's see if we can even make my brush pen work. Real thin right there. This side, this side, this side, this side, this side, this what?
Hi, Dad. Is this why I end up talking to myself every time I do art?
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging because I do the exact same thing.
Can't talk. Harding. we gonna do next week? Week after next is my birthday. I don't know. You know what we should...
contaminated coffee.
No. No alcohol in it at all. I got a little sideways on New Year's Eve. And since then, alcohol does not taste good to me.
Really?
I know, it's crazy.
Really? Can I try coffee?
You can try coffee.
This coffee?
You can try that coffee.
I'm going to die. Okay.
And when I say a little sideways, I mean I have scars to prove it.
Yeah, it's on his elbow, just like I do. I have a bump on my elbow. He fell over.
You're supposed to be done. You're not supposed to still be messing.
Shh, shh, shh. It's okay. It's okay.
Alright. I'm done now.
Are you?
I am.
Really?
Hey, Carol.
But what about that one spot right there?
Bite me. Made me punch you in your head. You can't keep nudity out of art. That's how art started. That's how all That's how all technology started. It's the desire to capture people.
The closest thing I've ever gotten to something like that is a girl in a bathing suit. I've never drawn that.
I've drawn a girl in a bathing suit.
I know you have.
All right. Carol says she didn't know I was painting tonight.
No,
I know, it's been...
painting me too.
Oh, I didn't know you were painting me tonight.
Wow.
That's the Earth Mother sculpture thing. All good women look like that. Because they got the wide birth hips and the ample breasts to feed the young, and they can survive a winter.
I die. I'm freezing in this house.
There's a series.
I'm freezing in this house.
There's a YouTube series of cavemen, and in that YouTube series, the cavemen are all lusting after women that they show in the bushes, and they show the women in the bushes, and the one that the cavemen are all lusting after is the one that by today's standard is not the cosmopolitan beauty, but the Earth Mother. She's a large woman, and they're all lusting after her. And then in another scene, there's what would be considered what society considers sexy today, what you see on the cover of Cosmo, and she's over and brushing her hair or something, and they're off in the bushes, and one of them throws a rock at her and starts mocking her like, "Can you even hunt? Could you even nurse a child? Look at you. You're so useless. Do something." Oh my goodness. So anyway, that's tonight's show. Like I said, we just had some fun talking today. I had some fun talking today with the Mensa group about naked people in art, throughout art, and the history of technology, and how naked people has driven all advancements in technology, and how dumb it is for Facebook and Tumblr and stuff to have regulations like you can have male nipples, but you can't show female nipples. And cities, it's okay for guys to be topless in the yard and ride the subway topless, but women are not allowed to do that because female nipples are obscene and disgusting, and male nipples are wholesome and family friendly. So there's Cam. Hi, Cam. Pamela says she carved one of those out of bone while she was in college, the fertility goddess. Okay, Cam says she was on Dana Jester's YouTube video and saw my comment, and by curiosity clicked here, and here I am on live. I'd like to know, was Bob Ross a huge inspiration for you to start painting? Bob Ross was a huge inspiration for my entire generation. Yeah, when I was a kid, you know, I grew up in the 70s, and PBS was where all the interesting programming was. We watched every Sunday morning. My dad and I would watch This Old House and Nova and National Geographic, and what else? We would watch the New Yankee Workshop. We'd watch. There was no History Channel when I was a kid.
The H channel.
No, there was no H channel when I was a kid. There was CBS, there was ABC, there was NBC, there was PBS. That's it.
Okay.
That was all the channels there were.
You used to watch it with your dad, and it was on
No, not the History Channel. No, we used to watch PBS on Sunday mornings. And then
Cosmos.
Cosmos, that was another one we would watch. And then I would watch the joy of oil painting, and Bob Ross was a huge influence on me. And what he did was make it simple. He simplified it. Everybody else, if you look everywhere else, if you buy a book, I've got stacks and stacks of books up here on how to draw and how to paint. And if you look in those books, you know, they'll show you, draw a circle, add some shading, make it an owl, and you're supposed to figure that out. There's nothing there. It's like 3 steps, and it's
a stick figure to
it's an owl. But what Bob Ross did was Bob Ross said, look, we're going to just go through here and we're going to add drop shadows. And he said, look, you've got a structure. So your structure is going to have the light hit on this side, and then it's going to have reflective light on this side, and then it's going to have a cast shadow down here. And so he showed you that, and he showed you how to shade it and make it and give it dimension and stuff. And he brought it to the masses and made it available to everybody. And that is a huge inspiration on me. It's so, you know, it's not just here, watch me art. It's here, let me show you how you can do this just this simply. Now, when I do this, I don't particularly teach. I'm not instructing. I'm just telling stories about what's going on in my life. But if you ask a question, I'll show you anything I know. I'll share with you, and I encourage the audience participation to correct me if there's a better way to do it. I encourage everybody to, because I discovered most of this like watching YouTube. Let's see. I hope that answered your question, Cam. And I hope you come back next week. Thank you for joining us. This is my favorite night of the week. I'll show you the finished product. The Draw Me Like One of Your French Girls.
I gave you the words.
Do what?
I said I gave you the words.
I even drew the necklace on her. Here. You can't really tell. But
the necklace with the rose had all along.
Yeah. But anyway, I appreciate you guys showing. I really appreciate it. I find it awesome how big he was and inspiring to his watchers. I'm definitely interested to see your painting videos. Well, Cam, look around. There's 570 some odd videos on my channel to view, and we are here usually on Thursday nights from 6:30 to 8 Central. This is my favorite night of the week when I get to art with my besties. I look forward to it every week. Be sure and tune in next week. Same Artistic Biker time, same Artistic Biker channel. Oh, one more thing before we dance. If you would like to be a part of what's on your easel, because each week we highlight what other artists are working on, send us an email to blade@artisticbiker.com with the subject line easel, and we will use your work to inspire other people to do stuff also. So with that saying, this is when we dance. And now we dance. We dance until somebody says that they see. You have to dance. You have to dance. Don't make me floss. Don't get up and floss if you don't dance. We dance until we dance until somebody says they see me dancing. That way we know the lag is caught up before we cut it off. So as soon as somebody says they see me dancing, and I know nobody likes to say they see me dancing because that means it's the end of the show.
Dance longer.
And then it starts getting funny because you watch a fat man dance, and the idea is to see if you can make him pass out. And because you know I'm going to get winded because I'm out of shape. If I understand, I send a sample of my work and you look onto it. No, you send a sample of your work and I show it to everybody. Okay, Kia sees me dancing. Peace out, everybody. Mwah. Praise. Just praise. No, you gotta freeze.